Chosen one, when money comes, keep quiet and stay wise. Listen closely, because what you are about to hear is not ordinary advice. It is divine instruction that can change the direction of your life forever. When money begins to flow into your life, when doors finally open and blessings start to manifest, the greatest danger is not poverty anymore. It is exposure, pride, and noise. You must understand this deeply, because many lose what they prayed for simply because they could not stay silent when the blessing arrived. If you miss this truth, you may unknowingly push away the very miracle you have been crying out for. I am speaking to you now because you are chosen, and what is coming to you requires wisdom, restraint, and spiritual awareness. Type Amen to affirm. When I say keep quiet, I am not asking you to live in fear or hide in shame. I am teaching you the sacred discipline of protection. Not every blessing is meant to be announced. Not every increase is meant to be displayed. When money comes, it is not just a reward, it is a test of your character, your maturity, and your obedience. Many celebrate too early, speak too loudly, and reveal too much, and in doing so, they attract envy, manipulation, and spiritual attacks. You must learn that silence is not weakness. Silence is strength guided by wisdom. I know your heart. I have seen your struggles, and I have heard your prayers in the quiet nights when no one else understood your pain. You asked for breakthrough. You asked for provision, and now I am telling you that when it comes, you must handle it differently than those around you. The world will tell you to show off, to prove yourself, to make noise about your success. But I am telling you to move in stillness. What I give you is sacred, and it must be guarded like a treasure that cannot be replaced. If this is already speaking to your spirit, take a moment and like this video, because this word is meant to reach those who are ready to receive and protect their blessing. When money comes into your hands, your environment will begin to shift, and people will start to notice changes, even if you say nothing. Some will be happy for you, but many will not understand your journey, and others may quietly resent your rise. This is why you must remain wise. Not everyone deserves access to your new level. Not everyone should know your financial moves. What you reveal can be used against you if it falls into the wrong ears. Wisdom is knowing when to speak and when to stay silent, and silence often preserves what noise destroys. You are not just receiving money, you are receiving responsibility. With increase comes decisions that will shape your future. If you speak too much, you invite opinions that can confuse your direction. People will tell you how to spend, how to invest, and how to live, even when they have never managed what you now carry. This is why you must stay grounded in me, not in the voices around you. I will guide you, but only if you remain still enough to hear me. There is also a spiritual truth you must understand. When blessings come, they attract attention in both the physical and the spiritual realm. Not all attention is good. Some energies are drawn to what you have, not to celebrate you, but to drain you. This is why discretion is protection. When you keep quiet, you limit unnecessary exposure. You create a boundary that shields your blessing from forces that do not wish to see you prosper. Type 1111 if you believe. I am not telling you to isolate yourself completely, but I am teaching you to be selective. Share with those who have proven loyalty, those who celebrate your growth without competition, and those who seek your well-being without hidden motives. Even then, share with caution. You do not need to reveal everything. You do not need to explain every detail. Your life does not require validation from others to be meaningful or successful. Many people lose their blessings because they confuse visibility with value. They think if others can see it, it becomes more real. But what is real does not need constant display. What is secure does not need constant approval. Your blessing is not a performance, it is a provision. And provision must be managed, not showcased. You must also guard your own heart. When money comes, it can subtly change how you see yourself and others. Pride can whisper that you are now above certain people, or that you have arrived at a place where you no longer need guidance. This is a dangerous path. Stay humble. Remember where you started. Remember who carried you when you had nothing. Your humility will keep your blessing flowing, but pride can shut doors you did not even know existed. There will be moments when you feel the urge to speak, to share, to celebrate openly, and there is nothing wrong with gratitude. But even gratitude must be expressed with wisdom. Let your gratitude be directed toward me first. Thank me in your quiet moments. Honor me with how you use what you have been given. Let your life reflect your blessing more than your words ever could. You are entering a season where discipline will matter more than desire. It is not about how much you receive, it is about how well you manage what you receive. Staying quiet is part of that discipline. It allows you to think clearly, to plan wisely, and to move strategically. Noise creates distraction, but silence creates clarity. Understand this deeply, chosen one. Your blessing is not just for you, it is a seed for something greater. What you do with it will determine not only your future, but the lives you are meant to impact. If you waste it, you limit what could have been multiplied. If you protect it, nurture it, and use it wisely, it will grow beyond what you ever imagined. I am preparing you for increase, but I am also preparing you for stewardship. Do not rush to show what I am still building in your life. Do not expose what is still in its early stages. Growth takes time, and what is protected in silence often becomes powerful in time. You will begin to see things differently, hear people differently, and even feel the intentions behind words that once sounded harmless. This is not coincidence, this is discernment growing inside you. And I am telling you this so you do not ignore it, because this inner knowing will guide you away from traps that are not visible to the eye. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method, now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. When money comes, some people will suddenly appear closer to you than they have ever been before. They will speak kindly, act supportive, and show interest in your life in ways that feel new and unfamiliar. But you must not let emotion override wisdom. Not every smile is pure, and not every kind word carries good intention. This is why I told you to stay quiet, because silence allows you to observe without revealing, to understand without exposing, and to protect without confrontation. The more you speak, the more you reveal, and the more you reveal, the more access others gain. You are not called to be suspicious of everyone, but you are called to be aware. There is a difference. Awareness is rooted in wisdom, while suspicion is rooted in fear. I am not giving you fear, I am giving you clarity. I want you to move through this season with open eyes and a guarded heart. Trust me to guide you, and I will show you who belongs in your life and who does not. There is another truth you must hold tightly. When your financial situation improves, your decisions will begin to carry more weight. Every choice you make will have greater impact, whether it leads to growth or loss. This is why impulsiveness must be left behind. You cannot move the same way you did when you had little. Now you must think before acting, pray before deciding, and reflect before committing. Wisdom is not optional in this season, it is necessary. Type 1010 if you trust God. You may feel tempted to reward yourself quickly, to spend freely, and to enjoy the fruits of your labor without restraint. And yes, there is nothing wrong with enjoying what you have been blessed with. But there must be balance. If you allow excitement to control you, you may slowly lose what you worked so hard to receive. Discipline will protect your blessing. It will stretch it, multiply it, and sustain it over time. Without discipline, even great abundance can disappear. I want you to understand something deeper. Money itself is not the blessing, it is a tool within the blessing. The true blessing is the opportunity it brings, the stability it creates, and the doors it opens. If you focus only on the money, you may misuse it. But if you understand its purpose, you will use it in a way that aligns with your calling. You were not chosen just to have more, you were chosen to do more with what you have. As you grow, you will also face internal battles. Old habits may try to resurface. Past mindsets may whisper that this level will not last, that you should spend quickly because it might disappear. This is the voice of fear, and you must not listen to it. I did not bring you this far to leave you in uncertainty. Your provision is not temporary when it is aligned with my will, but your mindset must evolve to sustain what I am giving you. You must also guard your generosity. Being kind and giving is part of your nature, and it is something I have placed within you for a reason. But generosity without wisdom can lead to loss. Not every request deserves a yes. Not every need is yours to fulfill. You are not responsible for solving every problem around you. Give with intention, not pressure. Give with clarity, not guilt. And when you give, do it quietly, without seeking recognition or praise. There will be people who expect more from you simply because they see that you have more. They may not say it directly, but their expectations will be felt. This is where boundaries become important. You must learn to say no without feeling guilty. You must understand that protecting your resources is not selfish, it is responsible. If you give away everything without thought, you may find yourself back in a place you prayed to escape. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. Another thing you must be aware of is comparison. As your financial level increases, you may begin to compare yourself to others who seem to have more or less than you. This is a trap. Comparison steals contentment and creates unnecessary pressure. Your journey is unique. Your timing is specific. What I am doing in your life does not need to match what I am doing in someone else's life. Stay focused on your path, and you will remain at peace. Peace is one of the greatest signs that you are aligned with me. If your money brings you anxiety, stress, or constant worry, then something needs to be adjusted. Your blessing is not meant to burden you. It is meant to support you. This is why staying quiet and staying wise go hand in hand. Silence helps you remain grounded, and wisdom helps you remain stable. There will also be moments when you feel alone in this season, not because you are truly alone, but because your mindset is changing and your environment may not fully understand your growth. Conversations that once felt normal may no longer resonate with you. Interests that once excited you may begin to fade. This is part of your transformation. Do not be discouraged by it. Growth often creates distance, but it also creates clarity. I am shaping you into someone who can carry more without breaking, someone who can handle increase without losing direction. This process requires patience, it requires trust, and most importantly, it requires obedience. When I guide you to stay quiet, it is not to limit you, it is to protect you. When I tell you to stay wise, it is not to burden you, it is to elevate you. You must remember that everything you have is still under my authority. Your blessing did not come from luck, and it did not come from chance. It came from alignment, from faith, and from grace. Do not disconnect from the source of your provision. Stay connected to me in prayer, in gratitude, and in obedience. The moment you forget where your blessing came from is the moment you begin to lose sight of how to sustain it. There is something powerful about a quiet life that is guided by wisdom. It may not be loud or flashy, but it is stable, secure, and deeply fulfilling. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. Your life does not need to be validated by external applause. What matters is that you are aligned, that you are growing, and that you are honoring what has been entrusted to you. Could a CIA-revealed brain ritual be the quickest path to a life of luxury? Newly uncovered CIA research has exposed a powerful brainwave method that is helping ordinary people attract wealth almost immediately. This 7-second at-home ritual, verified by 4 neuroscience labs, is shifting people from debt to dream houses, cars, and trips. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate because this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is gone. As you continue forward, hold on to this truth. Your silence is not emptiness, it is strategy. Your restraint is not limitation, it is preparation. And your wisdom is not something you were born with, it is something you are choosing every day. But within it lies a question that will determine your future, and that question is simple. Will you stay grounded when you have the power to rise above others, or will you lose yourself in what you have been given? This is the hidden test that comes when money enters your life, and many fail it because they do not recognize it. You must understand that not every open door is meant for you to walk through. Some doors are placed before you to see if you will be guided by wisdom or driven by impulse. When you have resources, more options become available, and not all of them are aligned with your purpose. This is why staying quiet matters even more now. When you are silent, you can think clearly. When you are silent, you can hear my direction without interference. Noise will rush you, but stillness will guide you. Type 222 to receive blessings. There will be moments when people invite you into spaces that seem attractive, environments that feel exciting, and situations that promise quick gains or instant recognition. But you must pause before stepping into anything new. Ask yourself if it aligns with who you are becoming, not who you used to be. Just because you can afford something does not mean you should engage with it. Just because you have access does not mean it is your assignment. Discernment must lead you, not desire. Another test will come through how you respond to pressure. Some people will try to influence your decisions, whether through subtle suggestions or direct expectations. They may question your choices, challenge your restraint, or even make you feel like you are missing out. But you must stand firm. You are not here to follow the crowd. You are not here to prove anything to anyone. You are here to walk in alignment with what I have prepared for you, and that path will not always look like the path others expect. There will also be emotional tests. You may feel the urge to help everyone, to fix every problem, and to carry burdens that are not yours. Your heart is compassionate, and that is a beautiful thing. But even compassion must be guided by wisdom. If you give without boundaries, you may drain yourself to the point where you can no longer sustain your own life. You are not called to be everything for everyone. You are called to be faithful with what you have been given. Type 5:5:5 to affirm. You must learn the power of saying no without explanation. You do not owe everyone access to your time, your energy, or your resources. When you begin to say no, some people may not understand. They may react with disappointment or even frustration. But their reaction does not determine your responsibility. Your responsibility is to protect what has been entrusted to you. And sometimes, protection requires distance. As your life changes, you will also begin to outgrow certain environments. Places that once felt comfortable may begin to feel limiting. Conversations that once seemed normal may start to feel empty. This is not something to fear, it is something to recognize. Growth creates separation, not to isolate you, but to elevate you. You cannot step into a higher level while holding on to everything from your past. Some things must be released so that new things can take their place. There will be moments when you question yourself. You may wonder if you are being too cautious, too quiet, or too reserved, but let me remind you of this truth. What is built slowly and wisely lasts longer than what is rushed and exposed. You are not falling behind, you are being positioned. You are not missing out, you are being protected. Trust the pace at which your life is unfolding. Your discipline will be tested in ways you did not expect. It will not always be about large decisions. Sometimes it will be about small, everyday choices. How you spend, how you save, how you respond, and how you think. These small decisions will shape your habits, and your habits will shape your future. Do not overlook them. Consistency in small things leads to stability in big things. Another important truth you must hold on to is this: not everyone will celebrate your growth, even if they say they do. Some people will smile in your presence, but question you in your absence. This is why silence is your shield. The less you reveal, the less there is for others to interpret, judge, or misuse. You do not need to defend your choices or explain your journey. What I am doing in your life is between you and me. There will also be moments of temptation that come from within. You may feel drawn toward things that feed your ego, things that make you feel important or admired, but you must stay grounded. Your value does not come from what you have. It comes from who you are and who you are becoming. If you allow your identity to be tied to your money, you may lose yourself when circumstances change. Stay rooted in something deeper. You must also remember to rest. As your responsibilities grow, it may feel like you need to constantly move, constantly work, and constantly produce. But rest is part of your strength. It allows you to think clearly, to make better decisions, and to stay connected to me. Do not let your blessing become a burden by overworking yourself. Balance is part of wisdom. In this season, you are being shaped into someone who can carry both abundance and peace at the same time. This is not common, but it is possible when you remain aligned. You do not have to choose between success and stability. You do not have to sacrifice your inner peace to maintain your outer growth. When you follow my guidance, both can exist together. Stay focused on what truly matters. Do not get distracted by temporary excitement or external pressure. Keep your vision clear, keep your heart steady, and keep your mind anchored in truth. What you are building is not just for today, it is for the future. It is for the life you have yet to fully see. As you continue forward, remember this: every test you pass strengthens your foundation. Every wise decision you make adds to your stability, and every moment of restraint protects what you have been given. You are not just receiving a blessing, you are learning how to sustain it. But I am telling you now that your increase is connected to something much deeper. It is tied to influence, to responsibility, and to a quiet assignment that will unfold over time. If you only see money, you will miss the mission that comes with it. Is it actually possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A leaked CIA-backed study introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to pull money toward you. People who were once struggling are now living their ideal lives with luxury homes, new vehicles, and travel. But this information may not stay online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. There is a reason I told you to stay quiet when money comes. It is because your silence is preparing space for something sacred to grow within you. When you are not distracted by the need to impress others, you begin to hear my voice more clearly. When you are not consumed by showing what you have, you begin to understand why you have it. This is where wisdom begins to take root, not in noise, but in stillness. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You are being shaped into a vessel, not just a receiver. What flows into your life is meant to flow through your life, but it must be directed properly. If you allow your blessing to scatter without intention, it will lose its impact. But if you move with purpose, with patience, and with clarity, what you carry will begin to change, not only your life, but the lives of others in ways you cannot yet see. This is why your discipline matters so much. It is not just about you, it is about what you are connected to. There will be moments when you feel the weight of this responsibility, even if you cannot fully explain it. You may sense that your decisions matter more now, that your actions carry deeper consequences. This feeling is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to guide you. It is a reminder that you are no longer operating on the same level as before. You are growing into someone who must think beyond the present moment. As your awareness expands, you will begin to notice that true wealth is not loud. It does not demand attention, and it does not chase validation. True wealth is quiet, steady, and rooted in understanding. It moves with intention and grows with consistency. This is the kind of wealth I am leading you into, not just something that looks good on the outside, but something that remains strong on the inside. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. You will also begin to see that not everything needs to be shared, even with those closest to you. There are parts of your journey that are meant to remain between you and me. Not because others are unworthy, but because some things are still forming. When something is still developing, it is sensitive. It requires protection, not exposure. Speaking too soon can disrupt what is still being built. There is a timing to everything, and part of your wisdom is learning when to act and when to wait. Waiting does not mean you are stagnant. Waiting means you are allowing things to align properly. Rushing can create imbalance, but patience creates stability. Trust that what is meant to grow in your life will grow at the right pace. You may also notice that your desires begin to change. Things that once seemed important may no longer hold the same value. This is because your perspective is shifting. You are beginning to see beyond surface-level satisfaction. You are beginning to seek depth, meaning, and purpose. This is a sign of your transformation. Do not resist it. Embrace it. There will be people who do not understand this change. They may question why you are not as expressive, why you are more reserved, or why you seem different. But you do not need to explain yourself. Growth often looks like distance to those who are not growing at the same pace. Stay true to what you feel inside. You are being led, even when others cannot see it. Another truth you must carry with you is that your blessing is not permanent without stewardship. It is not enough to receive, you must also maintain. What you protect will grow, What you neglect will fade. This applies not only to your finances, but to your mindset, your habits, and your relationships. Everything requires care, attention, and intention. Do not become comfortable in a way that makes you careless. Comfort can be a gift, but it can also become a trap if it leads to complacency. Stay alert, stay aware. Continue to grow even when things feel stable. Stability is not the end, it is the foundation for further growth. There is also a deeper level of peace that is being offered to you, but it comes through alignment. When your actions match your purpose and your decisions reflect your values, you will feel a calmness that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. This peace is not dependent on how much you have. It is dependent on how connected you are to me. You must continue to nurture that connection. Spend time in stillness, reflect on your journey, acknowledge your growth, and most importantly, remain grateful. Gratitude keeps your heart open and your mind clear. It reminds you of where you came from and keeps you grounded in the present. There will be moments when you feel like sharing your success, and that is natural. But ask yourself why you want to share. If it is to inspire, to uplift, or to give hope, then it may be aligned. But if it is to seek validation, to impress, or to prove something, then it may not serve you. Always check your intention before you act. You are being called to live a life that is not driven by external approval. Your confidence must come from within, from your alignment, and from your understanding of who you are. When you reach this level, you no longer need to announce your worth. It becomes evident in how you carry yourself and how you live. There is also a hidden strength in restraint that many do not recognize. When you have the ability to do more but choose to do what is right instead, you build a foundation that cannot easily be shaken. This strength will carry you through seasons of uncertainty because it is rooted in discipline, not circumstance. As you continue to walk this path, remember that your journey is unfolding in layers. You may not see everything at once, but each step is leading you somewhere meaningful. Trust the process, trust the timing, and trust that you are being guided in ways that go beyond your understanding. What you are building is not just visible success, it is inner stability. It is a life that can hold both abundance and peace without losing balance. This is rare, but it is possible when you remain aligned with what you have been taught. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families who were struggling are now moving into dream homes with peace of mind. But this secret could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. You may not notice it at first, but people will begin to watch you more closely. They will observe how you handle success, how you respond to pressure, and how you treat others when you have the power to act differently. Some will not say anything, but they will be learning from your example. This is why your silence matters. It creates a space where your actions speak louder than your words. When you do not boast, when you do not seek attention, and when you remain grounded, your life becomes a quiet testimony of what alignment looks like. Type 888 if you trust divine timing. Your influence will not come from how much you show, but from how you live. People are drawn to authenticity, to stability, and to peace. When they see that you are not shaken by what you have, that you are not controlled by your resources, they will begin to wonder what is different about you. And in that curiosity, a door opens. Not a door for you to boast, but a door for you to reflect something greater than yourself. There will be times when people come to you for advice, for support, or simply for understanding. They may see something in you that they cannot fully explain. When this happens, do not feel pressured to have all the answers. Your role is not to control their path, but to share what you have learned with humility. Speak when it is necessary, and remain silent when it is not. Your wisdom will not always be in what you say, but in how you choose to respond. Type 333 to affirm your path. You must also be careful not to let influence turn into identity. Just because others look to you does not mean you are above them. Stay humble, stay grounded. Remember that everything you carry has been given to you, and it can be taken if you lose alignment. Humility is what keeps your influence pure. Without it, even good intentions can become distorted. As your life continues to unfold, you will begin to understand that your quiet strength is more powerful than loud success. There is a stability in you that cannot be easily shaken, because it is not built on external validation. It is built on discipline, on awareness, and on connection. This is what allows you to move through different environments without losing yourself. You may find yourself in rooms where people are louder, more expressive, and more eager to display what they have. In those moments, you do not need to compete. You do not need to match their energy. Your presence alone, calm and steady, carries a different kind of power. It is the power of self-control, of clarity, and of purpose. And those who are meant to recognize it will feel it without you having to explain anything. There will also be moments when you are misunderstood. Some people may think you are distant, reserved, or even disconnected, but they do not see what is happening beneath the surface. They do not see the discipline, the restraint, and the awareness that guide your choices. Do not let misunderstanding pull you out of alignment. Not everyone is meant to understand your journey, and that is perfectly fine. Another layer of your growth will involve how you handle recognition. As your influence grows, there may be moments when you are acknowledged, praised, or even celebrated. When this happens, receive it with gratitude, but do not let it define you. Recognition is not your foundation. It is simply a reflection of something deeper. Stay anchored in who you are, not in how others see you. You will also begin to see that your presence can bring peace into certain situations. When others are anxious, you remain calm. When others are reactive, you remain thoughtful. This is not something you force. It is something that has been developed within you over time, and this peace will begin to affect those around you in ways that words cannot. There is a quiet leadership forming within you, one that does not rely on authority or position. It is a leadership that comes from example, from consistency, and from integrity. You do not need a title to lead. You lead by how you live, by how you treat others, and by how you handle what you have been given.